Okay, so concerning this Harris and Gwamnishu and Very Dark Man, saga, you see, I think it's high time some of us that are not Very Dark Man and some of us that are not Harris and Gwamnishu, should come out and try to look at where this whole thing is going to. Okay, so I was able to see the video Very Dark Man made, and he said going forward he will be supporting the politicians that are stealing our money, since Nigerians are double-faced, since Nigerians are hypocritical, since Nigerians only yell when it comes to someone that didn't consign them, but protects their own when it involves the same crime or the same thing that the other person is doing. He gave an example, of a family, a very large family, where if anything happens, the mother can come out and say, this is the person that did this. I know this is the person that will do this. And because the mom and the dad have always come out to, accuse a particular person in the family, others now capitalize on it to perpetrate such same act, knowing that they will not be called, but that person. And this is the case with this kina stuff, okay? A lot of people, we know that the Fulani headsmen have been likened to this kind of thing over the years. So it is easier for anything like that when it happens. People will point fingers to saying that this is the handwork of the Fulani headsmen or the whoever that is involved. It is difficult for you to call, a typical local and say he's involved. People will always target that these are the Fulani headsmen, they are the Fulani people that are doing this. But truth be told, they are not going to be ruled out from the equation. But most times or sometimes, it is not them that is doing this. So what this video is trying to call your attention to is, can you do a little bit of digging? Can you do a little bit of research before you conclude on a matter? Let us not just take because we know that this person has been the one doing this, even though the person is saying I'm not the one, I've repented, or this particular one I have no hand in it. Let us not keep on crucifying that person. Could it be that someone else is trying to use the fact that there is a situation already and he's doing the same thing, knowing that fingers will not point at him or fingers will not point at her, depending on the gender involved? So I'm really bit worried, and I feel that if we should get this nation forward and if we should get the best out of our nation, we should learn to keep aside our sentiment. I've told you this, as far as I'm concerned, I don't even know where I come from. I know that I come from the kingdom of truth. I know I come from the kingdom of truth, that's all. Because in the light of truth, every darkness will be made open. In the light of truth, every darkness will be made open. He said when the light enters, the darkness comprehends it not. And that light is truth. We need to speak truth to power regardless of who is involved. As I'm even saying this, I am afraid because probably tomorrow it might be someone that I so much hold dear. But the way I am transforming and evolving with the matters happening in this social media and the speed in which I learn and the way in which I try to reform myself going forward, truth be told, I think a lot of things about me has changed. A lot of things about me are transforming for the better, because if we hold, or rather would want to hold our politicians accountable that they are mismanaging our funds and they are stealing from us, we should be able to hold ourselves accountable if we do the same thing. It shouldn't be about the politicians. The truth about it is that they have their own wahala. Yes, they have their own thing going. But the local man, The local man has his own problem more than the politicians, because they will try to cover their own out of sentiment. Person go steal now, you catch am, he go talk say na hunger. Person go do something, you go catch am now, you go say, hey, after all, na because say leave am, Igbo man do am, you people wan buy am now, or you people wan begin dey talk about am because say no be Hausa, because say no be Yoruba, or if na say that Yoruba do am, they go dey say no be say na because say no be Igbo, and no be say because say no be Hausa. Those tribal nonsense. That is why we are where we are today. Because truth be told, Very Dark Man just said it. He said I know, before he said this, I know that for Very Dark Man to come out to say things about Harrison Gwamnishu, he might have gotten a whole lot. Do you know what it means for people to be comparing you with another person? And all of a sudden you're getting things about that person that is in your niche, that this is what you do, this is what you talk about. I know that Very Dark Man would have been waiting and holding on, because if he comes out, people will now say, it's because the comparison has started. But the truth about it is that I know that a lot of people might have been coming to him with facts and figures, with evidences over what this guy does. He said it today in his video that if he should tell us how many times he has gotten evidence against what Harrison Gwamnishu has been doing, and that he was holding back. He was hoping that he would change. That the reason he came out is that Harrison Gwamnishu broke his heart. Do you know what that line means? It means that probably maybe he has been speaking to this guy on a low. He has been trying to make this guy see reasons on a low. But this guy has remained adamant. He has refused to change. Do you understand? And probably, see, the truth be told, so many people that are trying to clamor for Harrison Gwamnishu or try to say one thing or the other just because Very Dark Man is involved, so that they can keep locking their heads together and making Very Dark Man look very bad in the eyes of the people. Truth be told, they never liked Harrison Gwamnishu. If you check him very well self, if you be Very Dark Man, we really like that guy, past all these bloggers and influencers and actors and actresses parading themselves as the lovers of Harrison Gwamnishu. Because come to think about it, for VDM we know they wait for matter when he come in table to they hold on, to they call this guy on the low, to they delay the process, knowing that this is one thing he promises Chi that he must always do, that whenever some cases like this come his desk, that he must call it out. For him to be delaying that process, do you know how many sleepless nights this guy will be having? Do you know how many accusations people will be giving him that he is an accomplice with what is going on? If not, he would have come out to spill. Do you know the trauma this guy has been going through? So now he said he's not gonna, that he would wish that one day people will start calling out our politicians because they stole money, that he will come out and protect those politicians. Since we are protecting rubbish, since we cannot call his way by his name, let us kukuma be protecting everybody. After all, those politicians are somebody's brother, are somebody's sister. So after watching this video, I have a sober reflection. I have a whole lot going in my head, and I said, if we must get it right, the truth be told, we must live in the light of truth. We must live in the light of truth. And because that's the only thing that can chase away the darkness. That's the only thing that can change the narrative. Okay, so anybody still thinking that Very Dark Man is the problem, it's not just the problem, that person is the problem. That person is the problem. So now, this is a message to all rattles, or probably those supporting Very Dark Man, or those coming on social media. Try and live a clean slate. Try and live a clean slate. The fact still remains that we are still going to see more shock, or maybe we're still going to see more things unravel as time goes on. People that we may even we are still going to see more to come. So if you are not cleaning your desk now, you're not dusting your keyboard now, start dusting off anything you know that will implicate you in the social media space. Especially when it involves money. You see money, You can do any other thing, you can decide to do anything you want to do with your life, but let it not hurt the other person. Once it is hurting another person, once it is monetarily involved, once it is putting another person's life in jeopardy, be rest assured that the internet space is not safe for you, and nobody will side you. Whether you be Ratello, whether you know Ratello, whether whoever you think you are, the narrative is changing. So I just said I should just share this with you people, because 2026 is by the corner and we must do better.